Let's bring this game in. Ollie! 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 It is day number 3, day number 1 rather, match number 3, American Women's Premier T20 Cricket Tournament. We are in beautiful Groveland, Florida, just 20 miles west of Orlando, Florida, and we are enjoying the first inaugural Women's T20 Premier Tournament from the Americans Women's Cricket Support Group. We've had 2 matches down. The Freedom Flyers took care of the Patriots by 70 runs, and they rinsed and repeat right after that. They did the exact same thing against the Titans and won by 70 runs as well. So the Freedom Flyers, after 2 matches, have maximum points. Now, for our third match, we have the Flyers, who are going to sit this one out. The Titans taking on the Patriots in the third match in day number 1 of the American Women's Premier T20 Cricket Tournament. Ryan Davis with you. We've had a great time today in Groveland, Florida. And while we're ready for the nightcap, Titans against the Patriots. The Patriots will bat first, Titans on the field. And we're getting ready. We're going to have 2 incredible commentators. We have Siva and we have Ranjit. Ranjit is waiting. He's batting 1 down, number 3. Ryan and Siva will open the batting. Okay. Ranjit and Siva, you guys have to agree who's going to do ball by ball and who is going to give analysis. You can't have, you can't have both. Pick one.
So they will do.
So
I will be
no, no, no.
scoring.
I need you to do some work here too. So okay, I'm going to do ball by ball.
Umpire.
You're going to give analysis, okay? Okay. You take a look and you see. So we're about to get started. Remember, because of the time constraints, 4 overs will be bowled on either end on the trot. So 4 overs from the southern end, then 4 overs from the northern end to begin this match. So the changing of fields does not affect the time that we have to play. So opening the bowling will be for the Titans.
Geetika.
Gitika, the captain, down the leg side, and that's going to be a wide delivery. Siva, Gitika just played a match for the last, let's say, 2 hours. Will her fatigue be a challenge for her bowling?
No, this is just her second game of the day, and she should be able to withstand this sunny weather, and she is experienced enough to take care of this. So I would say there won't be any fatigue for her.
Well, Gitika is rearing in. The captain is trying to make a comeback, and that's down the leg side. It'll be wide number 2. Sometimes emotions, the captain wanting to just motivate their players and strive them forward. Maybe too much being put in the first 2 deliveries.
Yeah, maybe a lot of thinking going on, who will be bowling the next bowler and where the field to be set up. But I like her, the braveness to take the responsibility and bowling the opening spell for the team.
Sainavi whips this one off the onside. It's behind square, just 1. So the first run off the bat, and it's 3 runs after the first delivery because of the 2 wides. And we are in Groveland, Florida, so the songs you're hearing in the background are shots coming from the forest. We enjoy our rural part of this city, 20 miles west of Orlando, Florida. Gitika bowling to the left-handed Ashini. Ashini drives, it's in the air, mid-off comes across, won't get there. And because of the heavy outfield, just 1, they're going to test the arm and come back for 2. Excellent running between the wickets. Patriots losing, they opened the day against the Flyers. The Flyers batted first, scored 170. Patriots could not match that. They lost by 70 runs. Now they get a chance to set the tone. And Gittica hits his straps for the first time today. Beats the outside edge, and it took her a couple of deliveries, Siva, but she's starting to hit her spots.
Yes, Ryan, she is. Just getting that line and the length right on the money. The last two balls angling away to the left-hander.
Just pushed into the offside, no run, but Gittica, like we mentioned, the accuracy is starting to move in the direction that the Titans need. Just short of a length again, and a valuable dot ball. So that's the end of the first over. A little expensive because of the wides.
Still 5 runs.
So 5 without loss. Senevi with the 1 and Hashini with 2. Coming up next though, Pooja Ganesh, the wicketkeeper, who will be in the coming in number 3.
We have strong wind blowing across, and sometimes the bowlers have to adjust according to that. And some of the wides, I would think, was because of trying to that adjustment.
We have Ranjit Singh with us in the commentary box. Ranjit, how has your day
Yes.
been going so far?
It has been an awesome day. I'm glad that we finished 2 games since this morning. And the wide on the leg side again. I think it's just adjustment with the wind. The wind is getting stronger as we get in the evening.
Well, the breeze has been a factor, but only for the bowling. For the fielding side and the batters, they've been enjoying the weather. It's been cool all day long, even if when the sun was out, because of that consistent breeze.
Absolutely.
Suhani makes the adjustment. Ranjit, we cannot tell you how incredible the American Women's Premier T20 Cricket Tournament coming to Groveland, Florida. The sort of professionalism, the organization you guys have exuded, it is impressive. And this is only day 1. We're going to see up to day 3 of you guys executing in the way you have.
Yes, absolutely. And as you know, AWCSG basically has brought together all the key tournament organizers in the country.
Suhani, this one short and it's outside the leg stump, and finally the wide signal comes in. So 36 players from across the country gathered all in one spot,
Yes.
and a tour America's making, I believe, to Zimbabwe, is it? There's an American tour to
No,
Zimbabwe that leaves on Monday.
They are going for Rwanda.
Rwanda, sorry.
Yeah.
So Rwanda,
Yeah.
a developing country in cricket,
Yeah.
slashing outside of stump is a dot ball. So Rwanda on Monday means you have these US cricketers with you this weekend.
Yes. So they're leaving on Sunday. That's why we changed the whole format. It was
Okay.
this 3-day event. We made a 2-day event. So now we are having three games a day to make sure that the players who are leaving, who are spread in all 3 teams, can be part of all the games. And we have
Jonas.
instead,
Now that one was driven with a lot of heat right at the shins of the mid-off fielder. You can understand the apprehension, but 4 runs off of the bat. That's the 54th 4 for today. And boy, did it come with might and power.
So the national duty comes first, of course. So
So the national players, we only have them for a little while.
yes. So when we found out about 4 days before this tournament started that the team is leaving for Rwanda on Sunday at around 2 o'clock, so we made all the adjustment to our plans, and we changed the game format. Now we're starting early in the morning. We have 3 matches a day. The whole tournament will end by tomorrow evening.
So I don't want to jump the gun. I know you guys have put a lot of work into
Uh
this.
huh.
It's been executed beautifully on day one.
Uh huh.
We expect the same thing tomorrow.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to ask a question here. What about the future? Is this something you expect annually, biannually? What are we talking about?
So this is just the beginning. As I said,
Sure.
what we have in this group is basically all tournament organizers in the country. Now, most of us have our own separate tournaments like this one.
Yeah.
So I would say there are about 8 other tournaments that are conducted just like this one.
This
But
one's
they're
high in
more
the air. It could be another boundary. It is. Four more to the total, and it's gone for six. It's cleared the ropes. And Sanavi got right under it and just pulled this over backward square for six. So the Patriots, who were roughed up in the first match, are doing some roughing up of their own in the second. Sorry, Ranji, go ahead.
So we have multiple tournaments at club level that happens across the country. Some are drafted like this one, but there's enough cricket happening that there's at least one tournament every month in the country happening somewhere, either in Houston or Dallas or Bay Area or St. Louis, somewhere in the country. So a lot of cricket that happens for the girls. We also have domestic pathway for women, which is another set of matches. So these girls have a lot of opportunities to showcase their talent, and this is a premier tournament. What we are doing here is we're getting the best players in the country and trying to put them in 3 teams.
There's an appeal for LBW. Maybe it was too high. Kitika with her impressive height gets that bounce. So the umpire shrugs off the appeal. And at this point, it is 17 without loss. This one is pushed firmly back to the bowler. So, yes, bringing this premier tournament and putting it together, but has there been discussions about this continuing on in 2027,
Yes,
2028?
we might have another edition in this year itself,
Perfect.
and definitely 2 or 3 more in 2027. We just want to do the first one and see how it goes, what we learn from it, and then take it from there.
So 5 hours in, what do you think?
I think we're doing great.
I think you're doing great as
I
well.
think we're doing great. Weather has been very nice. In St. Louis, where I come from, we have rain last 6 days.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
sorry,
glad
where is this?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, St. Louis,
So in
Missouri.
St. Louis, yeah, St.
Yes,
Louis,
okay.
Missouri. So we have been raining there since Monday. So coming here and having a nice weather, like this is amazing.
Okay. You know, minor league cricket has been happening for the last 5 to 6 years.
Uh-huh.
There's always been a cry to U.S. cricket, make use of the southern cities,
Yeah,
states in the springtime, and then you can move north
right.
as summer comes around.
Correct.
You'll always have this type of weather where it's going to be a breezy, 80 degrees, lovely for the players. And I would hope that organizations, like you said,
Yes.
will take that into consideration in planning your tournaments.
So I'm also part of USA Cricket Domestic Ops team, and I'm telling you, this is the consideration we've had for a long time.
Yes.
We need hosting partners in the region, and I think once we establish that, we definitely would want to bring more tournaments here.
Yes.
You said, you're right. You're absolutely right that with the great weather that we have in Florida, we should have more cricket here from November until March.
Easily.
Those are the
I mean,
months.
this is we're in April now. Feel
Yeah.
this.
Right.
And it began, like you said, in November. There's an appeal here, and it's run out. Fantastic bit of cricket.
That was a very tough luck for Sainavi. She's an outstanding batter. The six that she hit, you must have seen. So it is very unlucky for her to get out this way. But that's cricket.
So the cat is now out of the bag. We've just been told that you are Ritu Singh's dad,
Yes.
And it's been an honor to watch her play today. She's been fantastic. She's set the tone in this tournament as we take a look at the run out. Fantastic bit of feeling just behind square. Titans get their first wicket. Patriots lose their first. And a fantastic pickup. One action. Keeper fantastic. And that's the first wicket down for the Patriots. Ritu Singh has been fantastic. She's set the tone today.
Thank you.
Bat, ball, we love it. So I'm going to ask you some questions about
Uh-huh.
Ritu.
Uh-huh.
When did she start cricket? About what age?
Around age of 6.
6 years old.
Yes, and she has been see the ball, hit the ball player since then. She's been playing with boys a lot, and then she's playing with men's for about last 88 years or so. So she has enough. She has faced enough cricket that she doesn't get um, like pushed back or overwhelmed by any opponent. The harder the opponent, the harder she's gonna go. So
That's a
which is
great
kind of-
mentality.
Yeah.
Edge, and it beats backward square. Backward point, rather. Could it go to the boundary? A long two. So Sanavi departs for 11, but two more to the total. It was 18 for one, now 20 for one. So Ritu plays about how often per week, on average?
So she plays a couple of games every week. We have a men's league based in St. Louis. So we have two leagues. So she plays in both of them. So she plays one game here, one game there. So 2 matches a weekend is good
That's
with
great.
with men's. And then on weekdays we train a couple of hours. We try to go every day, spend at least an hour and a half, if not more. So that's the routine, and she wants to basically take her game to the next level. So she trains as hard as she can.
So when she started, when you said about 6 years old,
Yeah.
batter, bowler, which one did she lean on? Which one did you see from afar that she was gravitating towards?
She always enjoyed the batting. She likes to hit the ball far, and she enjoys when she hit the big sixes.
Yes.
So for her, hitting six is what she enjoys the most. And even in the training, I mean, we learned defense long after she done hitting.
Yes.
We started learning cricket. Most of the coaches will teach you defense for the first 3-4 years, build your basics. But when I started coaching her cricket. I was like, just go hit the ball as much as you can.
Have a good time.
Yes, so only after like 10 or 11 years old, we started, okay, now let's work on how to learn to
Okay.
defense, how to block. But in the initial part of the cricketing journey that she had, it was all about having fun, all about hitting the ball, and hitting it as hard as you can. It's all about.
I love
feeling-
that.
Yeah. So
I love that because it's the other way around, but just as effective.
yeah,
So now Ritu her ability to score comes more naturally than someone who learned defense first,
Yeah.
then learned to score. And we've seen that today. So our French cut, we've seen a number of French cuts today. Siva commented a couple of times on them. And Siva is going to get his seat. This one is played forward. At the end of this over, Siva is going to grab a hold of these headphones, and Ranjit and Siva are going to have a go. Siva has been called into bowl on one down. He'll be the third bowler used in this innings. So one delivery left in this over, and then we'll have the Ranjit Siva show. Driven firmly to mid-off. It's just a single, but again, we can enjoy the aesthetics of the shot. So that's the end of the third over. 24 runs on the board. When we come back for over number 5, Siva and Ranjit will be at the controls.
thank you. We'll try to not beat, but do as close job as it has been done so far. We'll do good. So. We have Sanvi Imadi who is coming to bowl her first over, firmly driven for a single. The fielders are coming in. All the boundary fielders on a long off have come in into 45 yards.
Only bonus points. Oh,
The cow corner has gone back.
the dot ball. If there is a boundary, wicket, and end of the over, how many runs?
It was nicely pulled on the square leg. Sanvi has been part of the USA national team for quite some time. She's a very experienced bowler. Um, she has traveled with the team with under 19 and the national team, pretty much all the tours for last two and a half years. Another excellent hit. Um, Nicely stepped out by Pooja Ganesh. She drove it firmly in the long off area along the ground. Easy boundary. Pooja Ganesh is a very busy player uh, in all formats of the game. She's always looking for runs. She's very quick run between the wickets to one of the fastest runners. Once again hit in the same area, but this time they were fielders, so only one run. Gitika picks up the ball and a good over so far for the batting side. They have scored about 7 runs so far in the over, boundary and three singles. We are still in the batting power play, I believe. That's the last ball of the over. Nicely looped up, firmly driven for a single. That was nice finish to the over. Samli bowled wicket to wicket. The the wind is behind her, so the wind might be pushing the ball a little bit firmly. So as a spinner, sometimes the wind can throw things off for you.
I will tell you this one.
We're at 35, I think 30 runs.
Mahak. Captain Kitika bringing in another leg spinner now. Mahak Desai coming back. She had a good outing in the previous game, picking 3 wickets. Now bowling to a left-hander Hasani.
It's very interesting field, Shiva. They have a square leg, and then they have a deep mid wicket too.
That is right, Ranjit. Given that it's a leg spinner turning away from leggy, you need a little bit protection on the leg side.
And there you go. Tapped on the leg gully area for a single. Hasni is doing the right job by giving strike back to Pooja, who's more aggressive batter of the two. At this point, Hasni is 9 of 15 balls, while Pooja is 9 of 8. That was nicely tossed up delivery. Pooja defends in the gully region. No runs.
Ranjit sir, you can increase the voice. You can increase. The batter looking for a wide. Umpire says the ball is well within the line. Dot.
2 dots must put some pressure on the batter. Oh, a third one. Beautiful. And look at the keeping by Aparna Gurumurthy. There was lightning. She was quick to collect the ball and was ready for stumping if there was an opportunity. Oh, those three overs came together because there was a misfield by the fielder in the gully area, which should have been a dot. Actually, adds 2 runs to the bowler's account. So after 3 dots, we have a double. Still a very good over. Only 3 runs given in the last five balls. Mehak, I think she picked 3 wickets in the last game. She's a good all-rounder. She's from New Jersey. And again, nicely tapped. Careful batting by Pooja Ganesh. I think she wants to bat long. This inning should want to take risk in a very calculated way. That should be an over. Yes, it is.
Switch end. 6 overs done.
I think umpire lost count of balls, but
Even
we were able to
for
quickly help
small
him out with
overs
that.
it's okay, sir. As long because bonus comes only those big overs.
What is
Sir.
this,
So
sir? Recognize it first.
as long as we don't miss that, that's good. Small runs over, doesn't matter this. As long as 9, 10, then we need a bonus point.
Batting lineup we have Zimiksha Shivkumar coming next, Kartiki Tia Chaudhary, Alima Vikar, Yashadidi Teki, Dhania, Sharsha, Taranum Chopra. That's the order I'm seeing on the screen. I don't know if it's the right batting order, but we have a lot of batting yet to come.
Should be Nidhi Chuka. Okay. So we had a technical difficulty in the morning. She was bowling under the different bowler's name with the name of IC, but now it's been corrected by Crick Center with a good support from Sumit Datta. Now the real name for Nidhi Chuka, the fast bowler coming into the attack.
The game has been held up for about quite some time. The leg umpire trying to adjust the stumps. Main umpire actually. As you know, we have adjusted the format now to have 3 matches a day. So this match will be a reduced over game. I believe they're planning to have an 18-over match, which could get further reduced based on the delays, based on the sunset time.
The one good thing with Orlando, the sun sets at 7:45. So given that umpires calculated what's the number of hours left, and then the first innings could be planned to stop around 6 o'clock. Whatever the number of overs being bowled, that will be the innings for the first innings.
Pooja Ganesh tried to sweep that ball, but doesn't make a good contact, but enough to score a single before the fielder grabs it and throws it back. The scores are 37 runs for 1 wicket in 6.2 overs, with economy of 5.8, which is under 6. I'm sure
Nidhi, yeah.
that the plan
Oh, you
is
have
to
it? Okay.
push that run rate to about 7. 6 is definitely not defendable at this ground. Beautiful ground, very fast outfield. The ball is traveling.
Closer.
Yeah. All right. My first time doing commentary here, and I've been told to speak louder, and I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. So let me try it one more time. Maybe I'll do. I got these headphones that look pretty amazing. Anyway, Nidhi bowled 2 dots, and this one, it was a nice, firmly hit square cut, I would say. It rushes to the boundary, hit between 2 fielders, and after quite a few dots in a row, this is a nice boundary, nice welcome boundary for the Patriots team.
The ball was outside the off stump and the width was upward. Hasni took it in both hands and goes above the fielders. Got a boundary at the deep point. Needy generating some decent pace here.
That was a good over. In spite of the boundary, there were 4 dots in the over. So I'm not sure what target Patriots have set up for themselves in this game, but I feel like I feel like 130, 140 is what they should be targeting in 18 overs at least, uh, to be able to
6
defend.
runs.
As Titans have a strong batting lineup too.
3 dots. 3 dots. Yeah, yeah. 3. 3 dots.
Freedom Flyers, who have won both the games with a big margin. I think this is the game between the two teams that Fighters had convincingly won one against. So both the teams would like to end their day scoring a point, and this is their opportunity.
Maga comes back to his attack, to her attack, starting with a full
Beautiful ball.
straight. Yep.
Mac has bowled beautifully so far in the first game and in this game so far. She only gave 3 runs in the first over and started second over with a dot. Pooja Ganesh steps out, drives firmly in the long on region, where Disha collects it cleanly for a single. Only 1 wicket lost so far, and that was unfortunate run out of Sainevi Kampala Belly. She hit a 6 and a 4, and she was in a good flow. And then there's some misunderstanding that caused that run out. But she looked in a good form, and she started with a good intent. Very good shot by Hashini, but again it only gave a single as it hit straight to the fielder.
Ranjit Bhai, one of the bonus point in this competition is awarding the fielding effort. So that run out gives 1 bonus point to the fielding team.
That's awesome. Shiva is our bonus point guy. It was newly introduced in this tournament by the coaches team, and Shiva he's the keeper for that. It's pretty complicated for most of us, but I'm glad that he has stepped up to take that job and track it. Whatever he says, we accept it because we don't even know.
That's a nice way to say, Ranjit Bhai, for sure. Yeah, it's a good system to encourage the batters to go
Yes.
aggressive. It's a little complicated in scoring, but once we used to it, now looks easier. Now I got a help from Ramesh Bhai from AWCSG Executive Committee as well. So things are going smooth on the bonus point scoring
good.
point of view.
Good over for Mahak. Oh, nice sweep and scoop in between the two, I guess. And they're single, so that's a 5 runs in the over, and I would say it's still a good over. Any over less than 6 runs an over at this point to me is an excellent over.
That
In
is
T20,
absolutely right,
yes.
Ranjit Bhai. In order to get a bonus point, the batting team needs to score 9 runs minimum. One bonus point, they need at least a 9 runs to score. So anything in the 5 to 6 runs per over is really a good bowling effort.
Titans have done an excellent job of keeping the Patriots batters in check. That's a wide.
Wide.
That's a good wicket-to-wicket ball, and the fielders knocks the stumps down, but the batter was well in the crease. So no problems there. We have fielder in deep fine leg area for any balls that might edge and miss the keeper. We have a deep point too. There's good comeback from Nidhi after the first wide that she bowled. She gave a single and a dot. Nicely punched. Another dot. Geetika does the job with the field. Good collection.
I see all qualities of a fast bowler from Nidhi Chuka, Ranjit Bhai.
Yes.
The height she has, the way she runs into the crease, the hands coming towards the bowling, and then have a maybe the false start here. Let's look back again. And nice camera work here, showing her all the way from her run up into the crease from SC Tech Productions.
Shiva has put his coaching hat on.
Yeah, she's
And
running very nicely and then uses her shoulder arm bowling into the crease.
one difference between experienced bowlers like Geetika or Suhani and the upcoming bowlers is the consistency.
Mm.
You know, I think the talent is of course there. You know what the senior bowlers, most of them have, is the consistency and accuracy with which they can deliver ball after ball after ball.
Ranjit Bhai, is it due to their exposure, their experience, or they're getting matured?
I
What do you
think
think?
I think consistency comes with experience. The more you bowl, the more you play, the better you get. You know, it's all about that. It's practice. Beautiful shot by Pooja Ganesh. No, it was Hashini Kallu, almost a boundary. She firmly hit it in the
Wi-
extra cover region.
Yeah, with the two, they brings up their 50 in their ninth over.
Yes, and I still feel that considering this is a reduced over game, 50 to me is still below par. With 9 wickets in hand, I would target 10 runs and over from this point. It's been at least 2 overs ago when we had the last boundary.
He won 9 overs.
How many runs this
This over, we had two wides, one single, and a double. So 5 runs. Even after two wides, we just had 5 runs. To me, that's an excellent over. Anything under 6 runs at this point is amazing. So we have a new bowler, I believe, Anjana Marela. She's from Bay Area, and the young upcoming bowler. We have a lot of young talents across the country who are looking for opportunities like this AWCSG tournament we are having here. So
Very well said, Ranjit Bhai.
yes,
That's the purpose of the AWCSG, giving opportunities to the upcoming young players.
that was stepped out very firmly heard, very firmly heard, and actually the fielder misfields it, but even then um, they were able to come back for second.
Excellently fielded by Disha Dingra at the long on, throwing back. Would have been a run out if the clean pickup has been happened. And Pooja Ganesh
And
uses her feet again.
It was very beautifully hit, but what I like about this bowler is that she's bowling to her field. She has kept a long on and long off, and she's bowling full. And now she's basically enticing the batter to hit over the fielder's head, which I think is not really going to happen. So the batter is able is basically checking her shot, and which means she's okay with just scoring single. So very smart bowling to her field. This was shot, um, and it went through the fielder. This could have been stopped. Again, I was just telling the earlier that the first couple of balls that she bowled was full and to her field. Even this ball, she has a fielder at the deep square leg, so this was still to her fielder, but um,
Yeah, that's some effort by Sunny Vagela running from her deep square leg to the square leg and trying to stop that.
yeah, she has quite a bit of ground to cover. So I agree with you. It's not that easy, but she put the hard work.
Yeah,
She
she
got
might
there.
have stopped that. Yeah.
Another one, loopy delivery. This is good over for Patriots so far. They've scored 8 runs in the first four balls. Um, oh, that looked like maybe no. Umpire does not give a wide. Must have touched something.
Yeah, given the batter moved
Yeah.
offside, might be umpires think the ball would have hit their pads if the batters stayed on the crease. That could be the reason. But it was well attempted by Pooja, given that there is no fielder there.
Again, firmly struck, but straight to Geetika and a dot. So there's 2 dots in a row.
Eight, eight, eight.
So at the end of 10 overs, the score is 59. I was talking about 10 runs an over, and they got 8 in the last one. So
Geetika.
both Hashini and Pooja Ganesh are now set batters. They've been here for at least 6 overs now. So they must be seeing the ball like a football, and this should be the time that they take on the bowlers. Hashni is on 22 of 28, and Pooja is 20
Geetika.
of 24.
Oh.
I think Geetika is bringing herself to bowl.
Geetika, captain herself, bringing her on for her third over here. That was a little bit loosener from her and tough to stop those balls from a wicket keeping side. And we are just waiting for the umpire to stretch his arm.
So
It
leg
is a leg
buys.
by.
That almost went for a boundary. The fielder from deep third man ran all the way 4. Oh, I think umpire gave a 4. That was a good comeback delivery. Geetika is one of the tallest bowlers in the USA team, and then she's one of the fastest too. She hits the deck hard, and she's one of the most experienced one too. She has captained the USA under-19 team in 2023 under-19 World Cup, and then she has been in the national team basically since 2021 at least that I can remember. So she's very experienced, and what she brings to the side um, apart from the experience is the calmness. She knows the player well. She knows her strengths and weaknesses, and the team responds to her well too. I think she knows all the players in the national sides very close, and that was a very nicely cut shot. I think using the pace of the bowler, Pooja Ganesh just slices it between the deep third man and the point fielder. And
There was a
beautiful
width
boundary.
offer and it's short as well. And Pooja Ganesh takes it in both hands.
That was a tough chance. Disha got both hands to it, but I think it was just very firmly hit by Pooja. And I like the intent that she has shown in this over. Even though she's playing against an experienced bowler, she's not slowed down. She's attacking. She knows that their team needs a big score on board, and and she has stepped up her game. You can see that in the intent and the power that she has put in the last few shots that she has hit. Hashni has still been nudging around, happy. 25 of 20. Hold on.
22.
Hashni is 22 of 32. To me, in T20, anything below run a ball is not helping the team. So I hope she understands the number of overs left and she helps push the team score up. Geetika ended the over with a dot.
This is the 12.
Other than that leg by which
Right arm
went for
over.
a 4, I think it was still a very beautiful over. Anjana is back for her second over. She loops it. PG flicks it on the leg side. Should at least be 2 runs. I think with the amount of pace that the bowler has, the ball didn't carry to the boundary. If this was a little bit more faster bowler, it was nicely placed in the gaps, but the ball didn't had enough speed on it to get to boundary.
This is exactly what batters need to do. Now forcing the field change and opening up that area. And now there is a chance for a
That
wicket.
has
And Anjana
popped
takes a
up.
cotton ball.
And I think PG was tempted to go for a big shot and then she changed her shot. And maybe she was just undecided and it pops up straight to the bowlers. Actually, 2 fielders went for the catch and I was thinking there could be a collision there, but I'm glad they made the calls and Anjana picks up her first wicket in this game.
Chopra, Tarnum Chopra. Captain.
And the captain Tarnum Chopra has walked in. She's one of the players who's traveling with the USA national team on Sunday for the tournament in Rwanda. She's an experienced player. She was with the USA team in Nepal. She's a good all-rounder from DC region. I think she coaches with Loudon
That's
Cubs
the middle stump.
Academy.
It's right arm over, 4 to go.
Very accomplished player. Last year she scored a lot of runs in the domestic pathway, and she has earned her spot in the national team. Starts off with a very firm drive. Only a single because the fielder cuts it off. But what a way to start, with a very positive intent.
The leg stump.
Hashini Kallu is now the senior batter. She is 22 of 32. Hit straight to the fielder, and Taranum could have been in trouble. So it was Taranum's call. She was running a danger end, but Hashni sent her back. Against Titans, would love to see as many dots as they can drag in at this point of the game. And yes, they've brought all the fielders in. Because I think both fielders thought that the other fielder will pick the ball, and another fielder's picked, and it ended up being a single, which was not there because I think the bowler had Hashni under pressure with a couple of dots. So by letting that single go, the pressure, and Taranum will attack from the way she plays. Here's another single, square cut.
That's the over.
This is perfect time for Taranum to walk in. I mean, once she's settled, she can be very destructive. So 12 overs done. If 18 is what we are doing, they have 6 more overs to go. And with 8 wickets in hand, I would I would at least have one end, attacking. They're taking water break. The players take a water break. Um, uh, we have 11 national players who are going on the tour, playing in this tournament, spread into the 3 teams that are playing this format. So a lot of experience, lot of good talent here on display. This is the first of its kind tournament in the US for women. First Premier League tournament, first Premier level draft to tournament, and AWCSG team that has come together to deliver this are committed to deliver more tournaments and more opportunities like this in near future. The run rate has pushed up now 6.17.
Mahek, your long off is really wide. Middle,
Ashini Kallu is on 23 of 34.
Okay, yeah.
And we have changed the end. Mahak is back. She
Let's go, Mahek.
bowled 2 overs, 13 for 1.
Come on.
And once again, bowls close to the wide line, and batter taps it and scores an easy single there.
Nah, just send it that way. Lefty.
Umpire lag.
Ranjit bhai, do you expect leggies ball more googlies for a lefties so that the ball turns the other way rather than the little bit easy with the leggies?
I'm more concerned about the line that you bowl, because
Can you do that?
anything that you bowl in the batter's strike zone, when the batter is attacking,
Wait,
especially in the
Mahak.
death over, can be very
Yeah,
dangerous.
that was well bowled, well outside off stump. She
Yes.
had a deep cover. I think.
And
good
Mac
thinking.
has been bowling very smartly, I believe. She's keeping outside off. She's
Way
not
to work,
letting
way to work,
batters get
Mahak.
under the ball. She's doing everything right, and she's got the field set up for the kind of ball that she's bowling, and that's really smart how she's operating herself. She got the fielder in, which I'm not sure.
Keeper.
But
Okay,
she
hold.
has kept. She's bowled to her plan, because the kind of line that she's bowling and number of fielders that she has on the leg side, it just doesn't really match up, because she's bowling the outside off bowling line, but she has more fielders on the leg side. But nevertheless, she has. Oh, that was that was a misfield, I would say, but she has been bowling very consistently in that area, and the batters has not been able to get under the ball or behind the ball, which has caused the dot. So she only gave 3 runs in 5 balls so far, and this being the 13th over, that's an excellent over, I would say. Excellent. This is the last ball of an over. If she can end with a dot, that would be really amazing. And she throws a juicy full toss. The batter just drives it to long on for a single. She's happy with singles, which I'm surprised, because this ball should have been put away. It was full toss, asking to be hit. So 4-run over. That was very good over, I think. Geetika has been very smart with the bowling rotation. Her field placement has been good. Um, and I think they have the game in control. She has
Bowling change, sir. Sanvi coming.
we have Sanvi Imadi. Oh, that was a good catch, Disha Dhingra, I believe. Firmly hit. She fumbles it a little bit, but hangs on to it. And Hashni Kullu is out.
Hasni Karthikeyan.
Harshni sorry, Hashni Karthikeyan. I'm sorry, I've been calling wrong name. I think I was just confused with another Hashni that I know from from women's cricket. So Harshni Karthikeyan scored 25 of 37 balls, and she struck 2 boundaries in the process. Um, Patriots are 78 for 3.
She
I
tried
think
to
they have-
accelerate, stepping down Ranjit Bhai, and beautifully caught by Disha Dhingra at long on. And
Yes,
Sanvi takes her first wicket.
Umpire, leg sweep.
yes, some sign of intent. Viveshiti now batting. She's another excellent left-handed batter. She played well in the last game. She's a strong leg side player, and that's it. And it was a good shot. It didn't carry to the fielder. It landed about 45 yards. I think the wind in the wind pushing the ball back helped a
Looks
little
like
bit. The ball didn't carry as much. But both batters are
They have
playing with a lot of intent, looking for runs. With Captain Tarunam Chopra at one end and experienced Yashaditi at the other. We could expect about 8 to 10 runs and over from this on. Again, firmly driven to long on to the Dhingra for a single.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, Savi.
The
Yeah.
Patriot needs a big over, in the remaining 4-5 overs. Their run rate has fallen down from 6.2 whatever it was to 5.85 again. Again with the intent straight to the fielder, and Disha Dhingra, she spills it, drops it, and ball goes over for a boundary. This should have been a regulation catch. The ball went straight to her. She didn't even have to move. But I think ball just burst through her hands.
You got it, no worries.
Was nicely driven for a single. That's the end of which could have been a very good over. It could have been 2 wickets in this over, but we would just leave with one. And Sanvi is a very experienced bowler, and her experience shows up when she bowls. She bowls wicket to wicket, and she bowls to her field. And those are all the qualities of an excellent bowler.
Yeah.
The game is running a little bit behind. We still have a lot of sun left, but
We are at 5:50 East Coast here. We need to complete this innings as quickly as possible to have a full game. Umpires have requested to stop around 6:10 for the first innings. Whatever the number of overs being bowled, that will be the number of overs for the second innings.
that was very firmly driven by by Yashaditi, but no runs. Straight to the fielder. Meg Desai is now back for her last over. She has excellent spell of 3 overs, 12 runs for no wicket
Ooh.
and a wide.
Dude, that was
Umpire.
so close to this one.
This is second game for the team. Some players, you can see that they're a bit tired. Back-to-back games.
Yay!
Nicely bowled. Yashadri steps out, firmly drives again to long on to Disha.
Way to work, my heck!
Just one down.
This is 15th over.
That's okay. Just put it here. That's okay, sir. That's okay. Put it.
Last over
Yes.
for Meg Desai.
One and two down.
That, and she picks a wicket. She picks up Taranum Chopra, the captain. She steps out, yorks herself, and the keeper does the rest. Easy stumping for Aparna Gurmurthy.
Wicket number 1.
She makes
Total
no
wicket number 4 for
Oh.
Mahak Desai in
Yeah.
today's game. She
Close.
picked 3 wickets in the morning game, including a stumping and repeating a stumping action here. Tarnam had a right idea to use the feet. Maybe she missed a line and a length a bit,
So we were just
and then
sitting
Aparna does the rest.
there.
Yeah, the ball I think mostly stepped away from her a little bit. It moved away with the wind, probably. Because the wind is going away from the batter, and with the turn that she gets, I think it just went out of her reach.
Let's go,
It's a
come
good
back.
wicket. Taranum could have been very destructive in the final overs, so getting her out is going to help Titans a lot. We have new batter at the crease now.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Ranjit bhai, do you think the batting team is really delaying their idea of taking a power play? This is the power play.
Way to work, my heck!
I was trying to see who's the batter.
You got it, come my heck!
Sahasra. So Sahasra Gorla is the batter. She starts off with a dot. Again, final delivery from Mahak's spell. And firmly hit by Sahasra. Lands safely in front of the fielder and for a single. So what an outstanding spell. Sorry, one more ball to go in this spell. I think it's an over.
This was a single.
Over. So this should have been an over.
Yeah.
Catch that! Nice, lovely!
Hit
Way to
straight.
work, my heck!
Catch wicket.
Hit straight to the fielder.
Huh? Can't hear a word you're saying.
Hit straight to the fielder. And one more wicket for Mahak Desai. Again, the batter has a lot of intent on the shot. She steps out. She goes for the big hit, but unfortunately, the wind being against, the ball just stops in the air and straight in the fielder's hand. So unlucky for Yashaditi Teki. She was looking good. She was batting positively, and one more wicket falls for Titans. For
Almost there.
Patriots. So Patriots are now
Okay.
88 in 15 overs. Beautiful shot by Sahasra Gorla. Again, she checked her shot because the fielder was in the deep boundary, so she didn't hit a full-fledged shot, which means the ball fell quite short of the fielder, and she was able to easily get a single. At this point, this being the final couple of overs, I would want to see batters looking for big runs, at least couple of boundaries every over. Ooh, nicely bowled.
You heard this? You heard the bales rattle, right?
Sanvi Imadi is once again all the experience you can see is showing off here. She's bowling to her field. She's bowling wicket to wicket, not giving much.
Keeper, keeper.
And another dot.
Dirty keeper.
So in 16th over, single followed by two dots is an excellent way to start your spell. She probably has one more over left. And this
Sanvi,
ball staying low.
Okay,
The batter
never
was
mind.
expecting ball to come up, but the ball just stays low, and one more dot. She's accumulating dots. And the run rate for Patriots have once again fallen down to about 5.75.
Easy, easy.
And this could be tight, very tight. Oh, had she hit the stumps, Tia Chaudhary would have been gone, but she put in a very strong dive. She full length
Let's go,
dive,
let's go, let's go.
and
Sir,
to her
Sundar sir, I think it was 3 dots.
to her favor, the
So wait
ball
for
missed the
this
stumps too.
See what umpire 3, and then we can. If he gives an over, I think we will stop. Yeah. So yeah, so that one, yeah, put a dot, one and dot. You got it.
The beautiful over, only 2 runs in the
Come on,
over.
Anj.
So
Go
to
over,
come
Sanvi.
in and bowl 16th over, give 2 runs is just amazing. And as I said,
You got
the
2
experienced
runs.
bowlers who have represented USA national team, you can see the difference that they bring in the game,
2 overs, 3
the
minutes.
quality in the delivery
We gotta go. Let's go, let's go.
and the confidence in their performance. We have 2 more overs to go. This is an 18 over game, 16 overs done, 2 more overs to go.
Communicate to umpire sir in the walkie-talkie.
Oh, this was a very, very, very loopy delivery. But the batter steps
Go,
out
get it in.
and just gets a single. The bowler got away with just a single of this delivery, which could have been hit anywhere. It was very loopy and a full toss. Shastra is on strike. Oh, once again, the batters are happy tapping and taking a single even in the final overs. And I'm not sure if that is the message from coach and the team management that they have. We have 5 wickets in hand. We have 7 to 8 balls left. About 8 balls left in this.
Yeah.
Another single. Anjana Marela has done good so far. She gave away 3 singles, but again,
Pick you back.
this being the penalty made over of the match,
Wow.
I'll be more than happy giving 6 runs. All the fielders have walked in. There's 2 fielders. This could be a catch. It falls right behind the bowler, and the bowler gave up quite early. So again, another single. So 4 singles so far in the 17th over. Anjana has done an excellent job, and this could be one more single on the deep square leg. One more ball in the over. Again, I think I would want to say that the fielding placement by Geetika Kodali has been amazing in this game. You can see how many balls the batters have struck, and they have gone straight to the fielder. So the message that she's giving to the bowlers and what they're delivering is just amazing. So again, 6 runs in this over, 6 balls, 6 singles, and now we are into the final over. Let's see
Sanvi,
who
if I get him, I'm
gets
gonna
to
send
bowl
right back
that.
at you. Let's go,
Sanvi
let's go,
Imadi, she
Sanvi.
comes in to bowl the final over of the match. She bowled a beautiful 16th over. She only gave 2 runs in that over. She has picked up 1 wicket. She should have got at least 2 more. Has been very economical and very accurate. Again, beautifully struck.
Almost had it.
The bowler could have got it, I felt. But again, just a single. Even in the final over of the match, With 5 wickets in hand, the batters are more than happy taking a single. This could be two. Yes, they push for two and they make it safely. So a double after a long time. Very good, a very good shot by Tia Chaudhary here. In the vacant area, basically, there was no fielders there, and that's why she was able to run across and get to again. And the strong shot,
You got it.
but this went straight to the fielder, but fielder misfields it. That should give them enough. Oh,
Nice, nice.
they could have gone for two, but there was some hesitation there. There was misfield too, but they end up with just a single. I think Sahasra want to keep a strike too. Then with that, the Patriots have touched the 100-run mark. Beautiful ball, beautiful ball.
Way to work, Sanvi.
Last two
That's it,
deliveries
that's
of the
it.
inning. I think Titans have done an excellent job. 100-run to me is not defendable. Definitely the kind of batting lineup the Titans have, but we'll find that out when the second inning comes back in.
Watch it, watch it, watch it.
Last ball of the inning.
Last? Alright, last ball.
Sanvi Madi,
Finish strong, finish strong, finish strong.
5 runs from the overs so far. Let's see if she can end on a strong note, and she does. The ball is in the air and it falls short.
Nice and easy, nice
They
and easy,
might
good
push
luck.
for two as it was final, but they didn't. This was straightforward decision to go for a double, because last ball of the delivery they could have made it, but they decided to end with one, not add a wicket on the chart. So with that single, the inning has ended at 102 runs.
Some excellent over rate by the bowling team. They finished 18 overs in close to 1 hour 10 minutes, which is really impressive, and considering in the morning games took close to 2 hours for a 20 over game. So this allows us to complete the second innings 18 overs. We'll be back live in 10 minutes.
Just shout something like this. So I started. Yeah. Just shout. Assume you are on the phone. Ramesh is on headset. Ramesh is listening. Ramesh, go. He was getting message from his उसको फ्री छुट्टी है एग्जैक्टली वो आज करेगा मैं 2 गेम के लिए साइन किया 3 के लिए नहीं सामान राइट ये दिया राइट ये मेरा है राइट बात कोई भी करेगा सामान तो मेरा है राइट ये मेरा है ये मेरा तो मेरा हो गया ना हम लोग कहाँ साफ कर रहे हैं नो इसी बारे पक्का भैया recorded on the live stream. Counting on Shiva that this recording has stopped.
The Patriots are warming up, as you can see on the screen.
In the power play too, they take 2 wickets. That's a 2 points.
They have a low score to defend.
Regular is 1 wicket is 1.
They would need to get at least couple of wickets in the batting power play to begin with. Um,
No. So in order to get a
Coach Chita,
it is the same.
who is the coach for the Patriots,
2 points. Power play or non-power play, it's still a
is doing an outstanding job. He's doing catching drills on one side and bowlers are doing bowling at the other end.
So total is
8, not 8, 10.
10. 10. Put it here.
Last game was a shortened game. It was only 18 overs match because of the daylight issues, and the games are running a little bit late. But we have exciting contest that's on for this match. The Patriots have scored 102 runs, 103 to win in 18 overs, which is the required 100 of under 6, which should not be a difficult target.
They crossed any place. Yeah, so this over number 2. So they crossed.
Many batters from the Patriots team got good starts, but they could not cover into big scores.
13 runs is 2 points. 9 is 1. So it's 12. So that's 1 point. That's 2.
We'll be back shortly with the second inning.
So those girls have to come back, right? The other 2 teams? All the food we bought?
Can put it here also. So
Yeah, I think they're here.
Patriots.
They all went home.
They went home now? I don't see them. Unless they're sitting in some
Maybe in
car.
the shelter
Or
or
maybe they're in
something.
the swimming pool.
Pool is open.
Lunch is also remaining, man. No, it's because they liked it.
The name is
But
not
it's just that
compulsory.
because of the whole game, sometimes like I don't want to play now because I
They don't
play
eat
now
much.
because my batting is coming. Right?
Game
All-
days, they don't eat much, you know.
So tomorrow we can reduce the snack.
Tomorrow is the burger.
Regular one is now one team is untouchable in day 1. So this bonus point system. Now one team is untouchable.
Untouchable as in people want to do favors.
One team, right?
No, untouchable because people want to do favors to them. So you guys are not upset. You guys are not upset. You guys are then how the team will we know that first day itself we are going to win the championship. We don't want to come here. Sir. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Remove the sticker. We are not taking English 20. They want to another
But other team went to hotel.
other team went to party. Our own team went to four guys went to party. So they will not be in hotel as well. Because we already won the game, so we don't want to put too much. We will take it easy.
Forfeit 2 games. 100 to 100. Too high 100. You know.
Whoever want to bowl, bowl.
Our net 100 is so high right now.
Tomorrow, second and third.
They played already two, right? So confusing.
Who are top two?
Suddenly I get confused.
Who are
You
top
have
two
three
in the
team or
table?
four team?
No, who are top two in the table? Winners and the last. We already said that untouchable. You already said that no touches.
Actually, yes, because you guys were like short big. Short
Choose the other end first, so I could get a break here. Oops.
Sorry.
Why don't you hold the ball?
How did I do? What did I do?
You are the one who makes the rules.
What rules?
You made this rules where one-sided teams are asking.
Dude, I have known who is fighting since day one. Who makes the teams?
Yeah.
Day one. The teams are not right.
No, but why it came to the situation? Because of you.
No. It was Rajat who made the rules for the how team drafted rules. Shiva. Yeah, ask him. Shiva. The drafting rules
Away
who
from
made
you
Rajat,
slightly,
right?
not too
See,
much.
See, here it is.
A little bit more. Middle stump. Is it left arm? Left arm over, right?
Welcome back,
Over.
everyone.
6 to go.
The Titans are back in the chase. 103 runs required in 18 overs. Disha Dhingra is facing the first ball. She started off very beautifully in the last game. She hit a couple of boundaries and then was unlucky leg before the wicket given. But she's one of the senior batters in the USA national team. Opened the batting for USA for perhaps more games than any other batter. So she's experienced with this role, and if she gets going, she could finish this game in about 10 to 12 overs, I would think. But for now, Aditya started off with a dot. Beautiful delivery. Mehak Desai who bowled 4 beautiful overs in the last game. Is opening with Disha another dot. This could have been a single. Disha took a start, but since Mehak was running at the danger end and she didn't want to take a risk, she said no and sent Disha back into her crease. So 2 dots in a row by Aditi Praveen. An excellent start. I think if they can keep the 100 to 5 runs or below in the first 6 overs, which is 30 runs, they're in the game. But if the Titans could push, flicked on the leg side and a missed field, and this could be dangerous because the the batters hesitated. There was a missed field. They again hesitated, and then they decided to go, and the throw was poor.
You good, Disha?
Had the throw had been clean, Disha could have been in trouble on this. So 2 runs off the bat, I believe. So Disha gets off the mark. Beautifully punched on the offside. And the dot. Disha has played all the balls from middle of the bat. So far, some of them have gone straight to fielders, but she has looked confident in her approach, and she looks committed to finish this game off. That ball stayed low. Disha tries to poke in. I'm glad that she didn't get an edge. Disha is a strong batter. If she gives herself time, she'll be able to make up for the dots that she's getting. She has had 4 dots so far out of 5 that she has played. But I won't be too much worried because she has ability, and that should run away for a 4. And I think it just did.
Did he cross over? I couldn't
Yes,
tell
it
from
just
here.
did. The fielder just called for a 4. So she made up for all the dots. They've picked up 6 runs in the over.
That is more than the run rate that they require to win this game. So, a good start.
Was it a 4?
6 runs of the first over. This should have been stopped.
4.
Oh, I guess she was telling you.
When you're defending a low score like this,
Right arm over,
every run count, every run matters. I think Aditi Praveen bowled beautifully. The 2 runs, the 2 scoring shots that they had were both on the leg side. And probably had she had kept the line a little bit
Key
more on the
away from you
offside,
slightly,
because
not
there's
too much.
no
Next
coverage
stump.
behind the
Right
leg.
arm
So
over.
once the ball
To
runs
go.
in that area, it just keeps going. We have Tarannum Chopra, the captain, who is coming up to take the second over of the inning.
Yes.
Mahak Desai is on strike.
No, I said over.
No, okay. No, and when you said so I thought, oh, you changed your mind.
Mahak Desai is the batting all-rounder from the Titans team. She opens the batting, and she also
White ball.
is one of the key bowlers on the side. Tarannum starts off with the wide on the leg side.
This
Again
is the
with no
first time we see today, Ranjit Bhai, a spinner coming in within the power play. It can create a wicket-taking opportunity.
or go either way.
It can go either way too. Batters looking for runs, and you only have a 2 fielder outside of the 27 yards. It can go either way.
Yes, I believe in the power plays, the spinners have to be very
No ball.
accurate.
Was it too big?
Now the umpire has called a foot no ball, which could be a trouble because Disha is on strike.
That's a crime. A spinner bowling a line no ball. It's too tight.
Free hit.
Well watched by umpire. He is not tired. He is not missing his actions. He is still focusing, watching the crease and the batter at the same time. It's a free hit coming up. Disha goes down and goes at the covers. That's a boundary.
That's a typical Disha Dhingra shot. You know, she loves to play on. She loves to access the offside area, and she just plays every shot on the merit. And this ball on full on the offside, and she just went. She didn't try to slog it. She just drove it nicely over the.
Do you think they
Fielders.
have a wrong field for Disha's strength? They have a deep mid wicket.
Yes, and like this one, again, you cannot bowl short when there's no coverage to you on the deep square leg. You need to bowl to your field. To me, the kind of field that you have, that was wrong delivery, and that's
Knowing
why I said.
Disha so long, they played so long with Disha. Her strength is on the offside.
Yeah, and the longer Disha bat, the more dangerous she's gonna get. So if you don't get her early, she's gonna make you pay more later. Look at the shot, beautiful shot, straight to the field.
There
Oh
you
my
go,
God,
Ranjit
firmly
Bhai. That's
hit.
the risk versus reward here.
That was very, very firmly hit, but straight to the fielder.
And beautifully caught at the mid off. Asainavi Kamalapalli.
My scorer Ramesh Shimadi here is mad at me for jinxing Disha Dhingra.
The approach was right. The fielder was within 30 yards.
Yeah.
Disha wants to go above the fielder.
That's cricket. She was looking so good. I thought she was in control of all her shots. This specific one, she could have gone anywhere,
Fraction
and then
away
she
from
went
you.
straight to the fielder. But that's how cricket is
Middle stump.
sometimes.
Right arm over. 2 to go.
Isani Vagela.
She scored 12 of 9 balls. Ishani Vagela, she got out early last game. She's looking for runs, and this could be the game. It was very short ball, very short. I would say
That
with
could
the
be
30,
close.
Yeah, this could have been very, very close. This was a clean throw, but that allowed Ishani to get off the strike. That ball pitched in the middle of the pitch. That was too short.
I get it.
Oh, that The fielder that caught the last ball that went through her, and that's 2 runs. That's a misfield. Misfield leading into 2 runs. Excellent catch a couple of balls ago, and then you know this one just goes through her fan. So excellent over by Taranum Chopra with that wicket that she picked up. That was an important wicket. Of course, they need to pick more wicket and more frequently. But the game will be poised to a more closer contest if they can regularly pick wickets.
You want leg slightly away, not too much. Keep your bat straight. That's leg stump.
The run rate is not a problem at all for Titans. It was less than 6 runs to begin with. With the great start that they had, now it's even more lower. So run rate is not a problem. It's just a matter of how fast they can finish this game.
Come on, guys.
There's a field change in middle of the over before the bowler could start, and this field still being changed. Last over from Taranum conceded 12 runs.
Aditi operating left arm over, right on the stumps, bringing her all her experience there, and beautifully fielded by Sainavi one more time.
That was a juicy full toss, I thought.
It
Shiva,
was.
what do you think?
Yeah, it was there to hit, but I think there was a little swing, so the bat angle might have been made a small difference to the Isani, not able to clear that mid-off fielder.
With required run rate, there is also not reason to take a risk. Both batters are can take their time, pick the bad balls. There's no pressure of runs. Again, beautifully driven here. Meg Desai is playing straight bat off the ground. She's committed to play long inning.
One of the things we see as a batter when they play left arm over, they fall over. We say the head goes too much on the offside, but this one Mehak kept straight and play beautiful on drive to the long on.
There was a beautiful delivery by Aditi Praveen. Ishani tried to poke into it. I'm glad that she didn't get an edge, but there was beautiful line and length.
Another good over coming really well from Aditi. 5 balls, 2 runs in the power play. And beautifully placed in between the cover fielder. Excellent boundary from Isani Waghela. First boundary for her.
That was very firmly driven in the gaps, and that shot should give Ishani a lot of confidence.
looks like we are looking for a bowling change here. Tarunam just bowled 1 over and took a wicket. Now bringing her fast bowler back on attack. Looks like Varshida Jambula will be coming on to the bowling. And there is a big conference going on there.
You go, long gone. I'm gonna go out.
Okay, they decided to stick to the medium fast bowler. Varshida Jambula is bowling and some field adjustments going on.
Yeah.
Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Mine too.
Lots of fielding changes in between the overs.
Yeah, so it's a
Yes, you got to. Right
just a 3 overs done. And it looks like there is a
behind now.
substitute fielder change. So that's the delay. We see it here. Hasni Kartiayan comes out. Halima Vikar entering as a substitute fielder there. So this tournament rule allows 11 players bat. All 12 can be a bowler. So
Guys, you're taking
could
too
be that
long,
they
setting
wanted
field.
Halima's bowling in a couple of overs later. So they brought her inside. And you can hear the background. We wanted this game to be completed, so we are asking the fielding team to go quick. And that was beautifully played by Mehak on her legs to the mid-wicket vacant area and the boundary.
I like how Mag didn't try to hit the ball too hard. She just gave direction to
That
it.
is
and the ball
excellent
kept going.
way of saying Ranjit Bhai. Yes, excellent. We just see it in the replay. She
Yes.
just waited and then timed it of that full toss in the vacant area on this beautiful outfield. You just need to place in between the fielders.
It was a very good ball, a good comeback delivery.
Very good comeback by Varshida here. Bring that line and length of her strength, which is right at the outside the off stump, and swing away from the right hander.
White ball.
Oh man,
This is
that
the last thing you wanted, Ranjit Bhai.
yes. So it was not a that bad of delivery. It just missed the wide line by me. I would say like half an inch. Yeah, it was to me. The keeper should have stopped this one. This is a regulation keeping thing, and then we gave away 4 more runs. So when you're defending a low target,
All these runs
this is
matters.
gonna hurt.
It will hurt a lot. Yeah.
That was a
And
good.
again, Mehak is playing really with a straight bat, with a full intent. As an opener, when the ball is swinging, when the ball is new, you want your batter to play on the V, and she's exactly doing, Ranjit Bhai.
Yes. Ooh, that was a tough catch, tough chance. Um, Varshida created the opportunity for herself, and
Well
she
bowled,
couldn't
well
hang on
played,
to it.
and a great effort as well.
Yes. Watching in the replay, she just came down a little bit slower than what she should have. She got both hands to the ball. Again, beautiful drive for a single. So it was a good over, I would think, even though the runs on the scoreboard may not say that. But watching the game from here, I think she at least had 4 balls that were on the money out of 6.
We're doing 6. Remember? We're doing 6.
Looking at this chart, you can see the Titans are racing ahead, way ahead of the graph.
Yes.
The Patriots have to find some way to pick wickets and slow this game down if they want to stay in the game.
I thought it was 4.
I'm going to change for this last set.
They never told us though. That's losing our time, huh?
I'll give you. I think your coaches, this is decided by your coaches. Yes. Hang on, wait. This thing is not sticking very well. I think you
Turnham.
We have quite a few fielding changes happening in between the overs, and that is what causing the delay when umpires are trying to push up
And
the
the
game.
power play is done here, Ranjit Bhai. So we see, okay, they are moving the fielders back now. 4 fielders going back. 4 overs. 4 overs.
In a short ball, you know, only for single. Again, there is no pressure on the batter, so if you want to pick wickets, you need to find a way to make batters make a mistake. Right now, we open the field, which means they're giving them easy singles. The Titans can afford to have dots at this point. I don't think that will bother them too much.
Yeah, their run rate is
Yes,
well above 8 when they needed 4.5.
and another wide.
They're getting those freebies here and there.
And another wide, and that worries me that defending such a low target. Wides are free runs.
White ball.
And another wide. Thrandum bowls a quicker one, but umpire thinks is outside the wide line. So another one, 2 wides in a row. Beautiful ball. This was bowled good. Oh, it goes to fielder's hand, giving opportunity to score single for Ishani Wagela. Thrandum is bowling quicker than what she normally does.
Just to remind everybody, this is 18 over game. We will be updating the scorecard quickly, even though it says 93 balls left.
That was a short ball, asking to be hit. No coverage in the deep square leg, and that's exactly where the batter sits. An easy runs for the batting side. There was much better line and length. Fuller on the off.
White ball.
And another wide on the leg side. This was calling for another sweep shot, which could have gone easily for 4 because no coverage in the leg side, but the batter misses. Umpire calls a wide. Still an extra run. Thrandum have to be focusing on a line. This is much better. This is exactly what should be bowling. Outside of, because both the batters are kind of fancying their leg side. And when you bowl shorter deliveries, just makes it easier for them. So, end of another expensive over. Titans are looking good on the chart. They are quite ahead of the run rate at this point.
Varshita.
We have Varshita Zambula, who is back with her second over. Beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery.
That one like kind of came up.
It was good length.
Come on.
Varshita is an excellent bowler. She has been playing cricket for quite some time. And look at both the deliveries. One was good length, and this was a little bit fuller. She's bowling in the right area. She's attacking the batter. She has good intent, and I just feel that she's wishing that her team had more runs to defend. But she's doing the best she can. And the beautiful ball. She's bowling to a set batter and she has had bowled 3 dots in a row. We need more over like this for the Patriots team to make a comeback in this game. So again, beautifully bowled. The ball didn't carry the fielder, but it was still, still the batter was forced to play straight to the fielder on long on it. And as I was saying, as long as we bowl to our fielding, we are good to go. We have, beautiful over so far. Nicely played by Ishani Vagela. And again, the team does not need to take any risk. They can take single, double, play a few dots. There's no run rate pressure on them. So this is a great opportunity for them, to just hang in there, and finish this game for the side. And that's what Ishani and Mahak are doing.
So far, very good bowling from Varshida. Can she close it well with her last ball? Well placed by Mahak on extra cover. Beautifully stopped by Sainavi for a single there. End of over 6. It's 47 for 1.
"47 runs in 6 overs. I feel like the game is slipping away from hands of Patriots. These two batters look very set. They have not been bothered. They have not been pressured into taking any unnecessary risk. And that calls for, I think, a change in the end. I think if the Patriots can find a way to pick up a couple of wickets, things can change very quickly. Very quickly. But they have to break this partnership first to begin with. Right now, looking at the field setup, they are trying to save boundaries. There are 4 fielders on the boundary rope. And with the need of the game, I believe the strategy is wrong to begin with, because the batters are going to take singles and just unless they decide to take an unnecessary risk, this might not be a wicket opportunity. That's why I feel like the Patriots have to find a way to get the wicket, break this partnership.
Yeah, Tia, 1.
They brought Yashadidi Teki to bowl, I believe. Yes, Yashadidi Teki, she's bowling her first over. He starts off with a short ball,
Thank you.
which didn't carry to the fielder. And once again, the fielders are on the rope against the wind. The ball is never going to carry to them. They should be at least 10 yards in and challenge the batter to go over their head. That is what. Yes, see, this is a juicy full toss again. And the batter has no reason to go for aerial shots. He just taps it, takes a single, and goes to the other end. And that's what they need. 5 runs on over, less than 5 runs on over. And this is good setup for them. And that is a wide. Defending 100 runs, at least 10 runs have gone in wide so far. I don't have exact scorecard in front of me, but that is something which, and this is a short one, which may rush away for four, and it does. The fielder gets her hands on it, but again it was too short, and the batter was able to put anywhere she wanted, and Mahak bisects the gap very cleanly.
AP.
Tossing the ball up in the same area, and the fielder once again, for some reason, gave up even before she got near the ball. So two
Beautifully
boundaries
played
give-
by Mahek there, Ranjit Bhai. Just waiting for the ball, comes under the ice and drives hard to the covers, and the fielder couldn't reach there. The valiant effort by Aditi in the previous ball, she put her body on the line, but this ball, the ball was racing like a treasure bullet.
Yes, I feel the anticipation from the fielders is missing a bit. Um, firmly
And now
driven the
Mahek plays on the
boundary.
other side of the Aditi, just waiting for that loopy ball, comes to her bat and goes for another four there. This is some batting by Mahek.
That is
Bat
hat trick of boundaries.
a trick of boundaries, Ranjit Bhai, as you say.
Varsity Straighters.
And I guess
And the
that
request coming from the scorer here that we need to give an additional bonus point for this effort by the batting team,
Cover keeper Wonga.
because the batting team is being supported by the scorer. But we will take this point to the coaches in the for the next round of edition.
there is a fielding change now. They bought an additional fielder in the extra cover region, and that really helped because the ball went straight to the fielder there. And the way she's bowling full length deliveries, which means the batter is gonna go in the V. So it's good to have more coverage in the region. So now she's bowling perfectly to her field. But I feel this could be too late. Titans have gone way far ahead.
Yep.
The snake is crawling up and up. And the way Mahek and Ishani are batting, this game could be done in next 4-5 overs, I think.
Ranjit Bhai, as you know, cricket is all about one ball. You just need to bowl that one good ball. So the fielding team should believe themselves. The captain should believe their bowlers. Execute some plans here. It's not working here by looking at this worm.
Yes, and I like the intent with both the batters. Even though they don't have the pressure of runs, they're still not they're still trying to finish the game as soon as they can and get that net run rate advantage. So I like the positive intent that they are having, and the selfless batting.
The new bowler, Kartikitiya Chowdhury, coming in. And she starts with a wide. American Titans need just 39 runs. It's back-to-back wides here.
We talk about creating pressure, and then we start off with two wides. Um, the Patriots needs a miracle, something like a hat trick.
It is
maybe a
it is
double
possible.
hat-trick.
Yeah,
Yes.
the cricket is a funny game, they say in the commentary. It is possible, Ranjit Bhai. But Mahek is playing
Nicely flicked on the leg
splendidly
side.
well,
This
placed
could
really
be-
well on the leg side and looking for those two quick runs. Excellent running between the wickets by both the batters.
And Tarannum, excellent anticipation to back her up. It could have been a single run, single extra after the throw was a little bit wavered, but Taranum was sharply there, and she was able to stop it from going. A good over so far. Oh, beautiful shot again. Once again, this will just be a single.
Yeah, I got it.
Mahek moves on to 34 of 25. Isani 9 of 11. Good partnership going here. Putting a lot of pressure on the Patriots. Do they have any answers for American Titans, this partnership?
There was good appeal. The ball stayed low.
Good
The
ball
umpire
there.
signaled the ball was going on the leg side. It apparently that saved the batter, but it was a good, very good delivery.
Looking at the
Creating-
replay, the umpire got it excellent well. It is clearly saying it's going down the leg, which is what we see here as well. And they need a miracle, and they need it now. If anything need to be happen, it has to be wicket, and it has to be happen as
Nicely
quickly
cut.
as now.
Nicely cut there by Ishani Vagela. She's using this opportunity. I think it was Mag Desai. Ishani Vagela, who is going on the tour with USA team. This is a great opportunity for her to get some batting practice. Build confidence, and we can use all of that in the tournament at Rwanda. This may race away for for four. I think it stops just before the boundary. The umpire
He's
didn't
going
give a
to-
sign, so it must be off the bat. It must have got some part of the bat. It was on leg side, scooped, and 2 more runs. So 8 runs of the over so far. The required run rate is now 2.63. Beautiful connect once again, bowled in the slot, and that races
That
away
is a
for
sound
4
shot
runs.
by Mahek there, Ranjit Bhai.
Absolutely, the bat spin was so beautiful, and the moment it made the contact, 4 was written all over it.
They got 12 runs of this over, taking a bonus point for that.
The worm has climbed so high up that it would never seem like it will meet ever.
There is a bowling change here. We are getting Danya McIlhenny. Left arm wrist spinner coming here. Can she bring some magic here?
She's right there.
They need wickets, and they need lot of wickets, Ranjit Bhai.
Yeah.
And by looking at the field spread, they are just going to trying to content the innings than the looking for any attacking.
I think Dhania was in India for quite extended time, and she got compliment from Deepti Sharma and some of the senior players about her
That was a
bowling.
great experience for her.
She has come a long way as a bowler. Her skills has developed a lot over last few years, and with her height, she has distinct advantage. She's a tall bowler, and she can get a lot of turn, especially on natural turf, and turning wickets like
Mhm.
this one. They have Sainavi Kampalabili, who is another leg spinner in the side, who they have not used so far. "26 runs required in 71 balls. The only way Patriots can win this game is by picking up the wickets. They have
That's
to
right,
get all the
Ranjit bhai.
wickets.
Yep. And beautifully served by
Oh,
Isani Vahela in front of the wicket. Excellent placement there in between the two fielders. And Isani looks some ominous touch here.
yes, this was a great shot, and her confidence is showing off in the shots now,
Good, Yash.
which is great.
Good.
Both the batters have not let the bowler settle down. She just came into bowl and they've attacked the first two deliveries, and this one nicely.
Good call.
Max says no, which was running at the danger end. It was close call. Shani wanted a single, but rightfully sent back by Mag Desai. Mag is on 40. I'm sure she want to get her 50.
One done.
And 50-run partnership, I believe, also has beautiful shot by Ishani and a 6. What a 6 over the extra covers. That was well struck.
Excellent shot by Isani here. Looking at the replay, she goes little bit inside out over the extra covers for a excellent 6 by Isani Vakela here.
Felt good. Yeah, Donya.
Ishani has decided to take on the leg spinner. The moment she came in, she's attacked every ball that she has played so far, and there was a nice leave. They've got the runs in the over. She got a 6 and a 4 and a double, so there's no reason for her to take any more risk.
Well bowled by Tanya here. The ball going the other way with her googly.
Yes.
And well watched and left to the keeper by Isani there.
Yes, a very good comeback delivery by Dania. Another one, she created opportunity. Again, the fielders, I believe, are too much in the deep. So when there's a miss hit, it just drops ahead of the fielder. When you need wickets, you need to have players in the catching positions, and I think that's where the Patriots are a little bit defensive. So the batters are able to get away with single, double here and there, and then hitting boundaries of the
After 10.
odd deliveries. So Tia Chaudhary is back for her second over. I think the batters are taking the power play. There's a 2-over power play that batters can take whenever they want before a number of overs. So with
Wait, Loki, you could argue
13 runs.
with 13 runs to win, there has to be the perfect time to take a power play and finish things off.
Car, they're taking it.
So the way these two batters are going, they might not need both overs of power play. One could be enough. So we'll find out.
They need 15 runs.
15 runs needed, and the kind of batting form Ishani Vakela
Yep.
is and Mahak Desai is. Either of them could knock this down.
But the
in
trend
one
we
over.
see, Ranjit Bhai, when the batting team taking the power play, they were not able to utilize that. They were always struggling because they're trying to go hard on
Yes.
those things. Let's say anything. This can bring some luck to the bowling team.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, you're out.
it was a run out. This is unfortunate run out for a Megak Desai here. Stuck very hard by Isani Vakela, but Tia put her hand and the ball hit the stumps when Mehak was outside. That's an unfortunate run out.
Yes, this was very, very unfortunate. I don't think the bowler had any intent of getting a run out. She just put her hand and the ball deflected. The umpire was trying to get out of the way. But look at Mahak's bad luck. She's on 40. She's trying to get
That
a
was
50. and
well judged by umpire because he was going to be safe himself, but by seeing the bowler showing her hand was hit hard on the ball, he took the chance and gave an out, and which is right thing there. And we can see in the replays, the ball was clearly off the deflected of the bowler's hand, and Mehak was out of the crease.
Mac was playing really well. I thought
That is the
she
only
was
way she was about to get out,
Yes.
Ranjit Bhai.
very confident batting. And as you mentioned, the batting power plays brings bad luck.
Oh,
Beautiful shot by Ishani Wagela. She's
and Isani
in a
looking
hurry to finish.
very, very touch here. Playing one more cover drive on the extra cover. Given the batting power play, only two fielder outside. She founds another boundary for her, and the team is getting closer and closer to their target of 103.
Beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery. The ball had some extra bounce, I feel, and that surprised the batter.
So far, the wicket has been playing really well, Ranjit Bhai, given it's a sixth innings.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any low bounces or going too tough for a batters. So it is amazing wicket prepared by Orlando Cricket Ground. We have to really
Yes, excellent outfield.
say our thanks to the team. And
This
this
may
could
race
be
away.
a wide and a boundary here. That's a 5 runs.
That is 5 runs. The kind of form that Ishani is, I would have not attacked her legs. She's a set batter, but unfortunately for Tia Chaudhary and unfortunately for the Titans team, there's 5 free runs. The scorer from Titans team is getting upset, sitting next to me, but beautiful shot by Shania Vega. This should run away for 4, and it just did not. There's a grass lying in that region which slowed the ball down. Otherwise, this ball was heading. It has the legs to go to boundary, but it's the grass, thick grass laying near the boundary that slowed it down. But 2 runs is still there in Ishani's account, and only 4 runs needed to win. 2 more balls to go in this over, and I am betting that Ishani would finish this game off in next 2 balls.
It's Ranjit Bhai's prediction. The morning commentator Ryan predicted many things and lost against me. And I am predicting this will not be over in 2 balls. And
Oh,
that was a good fielding to take my prediction
there was
to keep it.
there was an odd bounce that could have gone for boundary.
And well fielded by Sainavi there.
Yes, very well
Um,
judged.
We are looking for 3 runs in 1 ball. Whether that will happen, Ranjit Bhai's prediction will happen, or will it go to the next power play over? And Palak goes high and goes back in the mid-wicket region. Can they make 3 to finish this game? Oh no! They took 2 runs, and then the match still going to go for 1 more ball or a next over, Ranjit Bhai. You were
Yes.
too close to predict.
So
What about a spinner?
yes, 1 run required to win,
I'm
And-
just gonna keep up.
1 run required to win, 8 overs to go. So this game is only going one way.
There is only one way here. There is no highway here, Ranjit
Yes.
Bhai. It's like your words. It's only my way or a highway. This game is only one way going to American Titans.
Yeah.
You're here, Ryan.
Ryan is back, and he heard she was challenging his batting abilities.
Ranjit Bhai predicted the game will be over this over.
They walloped us.
We had, so all the games today had been one-sided. So the morning 2 games, they won by 60, 75 runs difference, and this game they chased down in 10 point
Your team looks good.
1 or 2 balls.
Yeah.
So
This is really some comeback from American Titans after losing their game against Freedom Flyers. Now, Patriots have lot of thinking to do for tomorrow's two games. Aditi Praveen Kumar coming back. Can she drag this game little more? They need 1 run. It's a batting power play. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle here.
Aditi Praveen
And
Kumar had
then
excellent
wicket.
start.
And brings the wicket. Caught behind by Pooja Ganesh.
There's some drama still left in the game.
Looks like.
Good catch, excellent catch by the keeper, keeping up for the fast bowler. And
That's well point. Good noted point. It's Aditi taking across Isani Waghela. Isani goes for a shot. And edge and caught by Pooja Ganesh there. Aditi picks her wicket here.
I like Ishani's intent. Even though 1 run to win in 9 overs, she still wanted to go hard. She
Absolutely.
wanted to finish
Yep,
quickly.
yep.
That's what I like in this new generation of USA women cricketer is the intent and the positivity they bring to the game.
Very well said. She scored 30 of 25, 3 fours and a sixes. Though she didn't have a good time with the batting in the morning game, she put that behind and came and played some blunder of innings to take their game victory about in 10 overs, Rajit Bhai. New batter could be Aisika. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the end of the game here. American Titans bring up their win here.
That is
Game
the-
number 3 between American Titans and the Patriots. And won by 7 wickets here, American Titans. Taking their first 10 points on the tournament, winning their first game here. And we do have some bonus points here. So there is some calculation is going on. We will update the viewers immediately once that number is available for us.
The margin is so big that I don't think bonus points will make difference to the winners. But ultimately, yes, it will impact the overall points table later in the innings. Handshakes all over the place. Again, a very comfortable victory by the Titans.
13 boundaries will
102
get
was
to
always going to be very difficult to defend, and some outstanding batting first in the initial stages by Disha Dhingra, and then Mahak and Ishani came together and they batted with a lot of intent and held by quite a few wides from the Patriot side. This game ended up in 11th over.
Yeah. Patriots didn't have enough runs on the board and they didn't have enough planning on the bowling side. They had a good idea bringing a spinner in the power play, and they took important wicket of Disha Dhingra within the power play using a spinner. That was a great move, but later that they couldn't hold out that innings. They were giving too many extras, too many boundaries. Isani and Mehak played some amazing shots all over the ground and finished that winning side as 7 wickets win for their team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is American Women's Cricket Premier 2020. Third game has been completed here. We are getting back Mr. Ryan back on the commentary here to have a closing words about what he saw today.
Thank you, Siva and Rajit. Well, a fantastic day, the opening day of the American Women's Cricket Support Group, the inaugural T20 Championship in Groveland, Florida. We saw the Flyers get maximum points for their first 2 matches, and we saw the Titans take care of the Patriots in the third match. We will have the points totals, of course, being posted and reminded tomorrow on our opening game, which will begin at 9 a.m. Eastern in Groveland, Florida. Well, that's it from all of us from the broadcast crew. For SC Tech Productions, my name is Ryan Davis. For Siva, for Rajit Singh, and for the rest of the crew, saying good night. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Groveland.